It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are...
And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Right to the air is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rodgers to throw. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. We can look at this Bronco defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The numbers for Williams a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. 7 yards there at a first down. The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dosich. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
First down from Dosich, and the only reason more people aren't talking about his rookie season was because he was injured a good chunk of it. Showed in a couple of big games he can be a big-time playmaker at tight end.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Takes it to about the 37. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 71 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to under
pressure, and they got to him again. Randy Gregory providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what your play calls are going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Smith to return it. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Down to the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he returns this to the 22. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Williams. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
38 yards.
And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket.
He's got his target. That's complete.
A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So out now come the Jets. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Shoves him aside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson.
Complete to number 17, Garrett Wilson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
At their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
A solid stiff arm. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Still going.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Broncos first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. C.J. Uzomah. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Broncos 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
It's a gain of 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Broncos in a hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. On first down, Wilson.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
3rd and 12.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Get a look at Jerry Judy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
On third down, Wilson.
That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They go play action with Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 31. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and 2, now Wilson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
What's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down, that was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punt.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3.
So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Rodgers again now.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Run!
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, 40 yards.
And the Jets have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and be one guy at a time.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Open man downfield is Jeudy. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The backup Stidham, his first throw.
He had a man missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something wrong with that one.
So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Second and a couple.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Williams.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again.
And he's taken down inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. Touchdown.
Alan Lazard with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Going to look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it a big chunk.
But incomplete on that drive. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Wilson's throw there, taken in by Mims. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. This is 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert!
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Still plenty of time and the 2 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They run it again with Williams. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That is caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Wants to try to end the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before.
Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Denver, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside...
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums.